In magic, we say wow. Can we start with a big wow? Wow. Yes, thank you. We spend a lot of energy to change behavior at work. Yet, behavior keeps coming back. It's not that people, don't want to change. It's just that their brain tells them a different story. Let me explain. How many dots here? We have the other side. So how many here now? 4. If we look again, perhaps, how many we have? And how many here? So let's repeat, because that's how we learn, right? We start with 1, and then we have 4, and then we have 3, and then we have 6, and then we go back to the beginning, where I'm going to explain what happens. This is called a modal absence. So because I'm covering here, you don't see. And there is a modal completion, which means if I cover here, we love symmetry. So we kind of see. The same happens here. If I cover here, you don't see. But if I cover here, you see, right? Of course, this does not explain why I have 3 dots here. And maybe it doesn't explain either why we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, right? So here goes 3 messages for you. What are you not noticing? Where's your attention? What else is true? Because when we have these questions, we answer them, the bigger magic happens. Thank you very much. You just experimented not only a magic trick, but how perception works. And in a couple of minutes, you made a number of assumptions, you filled the gaps, and you were confident and sure. And this is great. It doesn't mean that the brain doesn't work. It means that the brain is efficient, right? Because it's not about perfect accuracy for the brain. It's about survival. Magicians, they have been designing around perception for millennia, right? And we know, for example, that there is this misconception that we see everything in front of us. We don't, and there are many reasons for that, but that's another workshop. But also, what we feel, what we touch, what we see, what we hear, this is just a small portion of our perception. The bigger portion is our conditioning, our belief systems, our values, our socialization. There is this expression that the magic happens in the mind of the spectator, right? This doesn't mean that there is no objective reality. It's just that we are continually interpreting reality all the time. So there is this expression, we see the world as we are, not as it is. And with 8 billion people, imagine that we have 8 billion different perceptual experiences and perspectives. So what does this mean for learning and development, or for change and for transformation, right? Well, at the workplace is the same. Our meetings, our assessments, our feedback, people have their different perspectives there. They are not looking at the facts, they are responding to what their brain believes is happening. So what we need to do, we cannot start from behavior, we need to start from perception. And for that, we need to interrupt certainty. If we don't create friction and interrupt certainty, nothing changes. So learning is not necessarily a smooth journey. We need to create that wow. And from that wow, that cognitive dissonance, we invite people to be curious, to close the gap between what they know and what they just experienced. And it's up to us to create that moment, and then invite people to go into this virtual cycle of curiosity and wonder, and design experiences that can have this flow, so it's continuous learning. So perhaps the question is choosing curiosity versus anxiety in moments of change, but it's also not what people need to do, but rather what they are not seeing. Because when perception shifts, behavior follows. I'm Rubens, Director of Spouse Startup Academy. Thank you very much.